Welcome back. It's Jimbo freaking Limbo. We back with another small forward tier list for the upcoming season. These are all just opinions, but they're my opinions. With that, let's get into it. First off, we got Brandon Ingram. I decided to break it down a little bit different this time. We'll go 1 through 5, 6, or 10. We'll do that for for power forwards and shooting guards too. I think Brandon Ingram is definitely a top 5 small forward in the league. Without Zion, he still brought him to the 8th seed. Yeah, they lost in the play-in to LeBron, but still he might get moved down to 6, but I'm gonna put him at 5 now. Second half of last season was nuts. MPJ, this man's a shooter. Michael, don't pass the rock, Jr. Third man on a championship level team. He knows his role and he plays it beautifully. And for that reason alone, I think he's a top 10 small forward. This guy, Maxey here. I'm gonna put him. He got him to the chip. But he kind of sold in the chip. He didn't sell, but he just wasn't great in the chip, Yeah, I gotta put him there. Dylan Dynasty. The Houston's core piece right here. If he can stop his antics, he could be a really good 3-and-D player. But he's gotta stop. He might go lower. He might also go up. I don't know yet. JT, I don't need to say much. He's better than Brandon Ingram, I'll tell you that much. Get out of here, Brandon. Macau. Same sitch with MPJ. He really took advantage of going to a bad team. He took off. He was just playing a role in Phoenix, but as soon as he got to Brooklyn, the sky's the limit for this guy. He's pretty good at basketball. Slow-mo, nothing but love, but he doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything bad, but he doesn't do anything good. And for that reason, he might move up. But for now, I'm going to keep him there. Jonathan Isaac. He's getting paid $17 million. And when this guy plays, you can tell why. The biggest issue right now is him being healthy. For now, I'll put him 16 through 20. I do believe if he stays healthy, he will be a top 15. Actually, screw that. He'll be a top 10 small forward in the league if he can stay healthy. He'll be a defensive player. He'll be in conversations for defensive player of the year. And this guy actually is healthy. He's a monster. Smith, he's a good 3-and-D player. He is a good 3-and-D player, but that's really it for him. Himmy. Regular season Jimmy is here. He's 11. He is 11. Maybe he's 10. I don't know, but he's regular season. He's just going through the motions. Playoffs hit, and he's different. He's Himmy. He's Himmy Butler. I'll keep him at 10. He could definitely move up. He's the best 10 right now. I'll say that. Or not the best 10. He's the best in this tier. He could definitely move up, but I still see Kawhi, KD's on here, and Bron's on here. Yeah. I'm going to keep it like that for now. Hayward. I think he's a pretty at least for the career, he's pretty underrated. I'm pretty sure he's had a couple 20-point game seasons. But injuries, and he's a doable small forward in the league. PJ, big fan of you. I don't know why you're here. You can go there, though. Larry Markkinen. This guy just keeps getting better and better. I was a fan of him on Chicago, but I didn't think he was ever going to be this. I wasn't thinking he was going to be a 7-foot demigod that could just will his way to the paint and still shoot very well. That's insane to me. This guy, he can be pretty damn good. Sadiq Bey. He had like a 50-point game and then just fell off. He's good defensively. He's a great defender. He can score sometimes. Sometimes. What up, Rui? Steele. He was a diamond. He was a diamond in the rough over in Washington. And, he showed up playoffs. I wasn't expecting it. I don't think anyone was really expecting him to be as good as he was, but I'm happy that he was. Proud of him. RJ, I don't want to say it, but this is a testing year for him. He is a little inconsistent, but so is the Knicks. So maybe he can get away with it as long as the Knicks are kind of like wishy-washy. I could see him being a 20-point scorer with pretty good defense. And if he can become that, he's essentially just a better OG Anunoby. And, the market for OG alone is pretty crazy. So, got some potential lurking over there in the Knicks. Josh Hart, again, another underrated guy. No disrespect. That's where he is. OG Anunoby. He's right there with RJ. Some things could happen. People could get moved, but these guys are pretty similar, except he's just better defensively right now, but he's better offensively. But he still can play defense. He can still score, They're balanced. They're balancing each other. Braun, I'm gonna keep it a buck, Braun. No, you're still a top 5. Doing crazy stuff. I don't think I need to talk about Braun. It's Braun. Scotty. Defense. He's just a defensive monster. He's pretty good. Who is this? Is it Keldon Johnson? Keldon Johnson? Here's the issue with Keldon Johnson. I think he's averaged like 23 last season, but it's the Spurs. So it's like pick. Now, I don't know. I just think it's empty stats because it's a trash team. I think he is a bucket. I think he is a bucket, and him with Wemby should be a nice little pairing. He'll be here long term. He could definitely. I think in a few years he could get here. He could be a maybe. No, he'll be. His sky I think is right here. But for now, I'll put him there. I'll give him some respect. That's where he is. I'm just looking if there's any other. I'll put him there. I don't think there's any other trash. We'll fill out this top 5. This is how we'll do it. We'll just work down now. Katie, it's Kevin Durant. Slim Reaper, I don't need to say much. Same thing with Kawhi. The issue is health. If he's healthy, he's a top 5. If he's not healthy, he's trash because he can't play. Luckily, there is a requirement this season, so he'll actually be forced to play. But if I'm excited to see some Kawhi. I feel like we haven't seen Kawhi in a long time. These guys don't deserve to move up. If I'm being honest, I don't know who's gonna get forced to this tier. I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe, yeah. No, that don't feel right. I'll put HB. You're there, but are you better than these people? Yeah, you're a playoff team. I'm a Kings fan. He's a playoff team. Yeah, he missed that shot. It's rough, but when you really think about it, he's not hurting the team. And he only brings good things to the team. He doesn't when you actually watch him play, he doesn't do much wrong, and he is a good vet for this squad. And I think hopefully by the time he kind of starts to decline, that Keegan Murray can just kind of take over, and I think it will work beautifully. Thibault, I'll put him here. One of these guys. I'm sorry, Smith. You're just a three. You can't. He doesn't really create for his own. Like I'm not saying he can't. He just doesn't do it. He doesn't create for his own. He just kind of plays his role, which is cool. Every team could use that. It's a valuable thing when you're not trying to like do too much with it. But he is just a good 3-and-D player. That's about it. Ballon, same thing. And the love. I feel so low for him though. But I'd rather have maybe not Josh Hart. These two are like the same level of player. Yeah. Yeah. All right, Wigs. What we doing? What are we doing? Yeah. Yeah. Huh. Josh Giddey. He's getting better every year. Every single year he gets better. I could see him. I think last year he was here. This year he's here with potential to get here. It does depend on more team success, I like to think. And I'm excited to see Chet come in and how that whole dynamic works. I do think they're going to be a playoff team, or at least play in. I think they're going to be a sneaky team. It's a really good team. Franz, second best player on that team, and what can't this guy do offensively? It seems like he can really do pretty much anything, and really he's just, I mean, you let him develop, sky is the limit. DeMar, I see a decline from DeMar. I'll be honest. Love you, DeMar. I see a decline. Almost here. I'll just because I like him, I'll respect him and I'll put him there. See that changing. We'll do this. Bang. Who's gonna move down? Is it Rui? It's Rui. Rui Hachimura. And the rest. Huh. Well, how about this? We'll do this. We'll add another one. We'll call it They're Okay. They're okay at basketball. And we'll put that blue. Here we go. New. They're alright. And we'll go 20, 21 to 30. Oh, no, wait. That's what I did, didn't I? I could just load up that one. Never mind. What am I doing? Silly now. Oh, I'll just cut that. Cut it. All right. Buddy Hield. Great shooter. On a team stuck in purgatory. They're just going to be good enough to make the playoffs every year. That's about it. I can't do that. I'm sorry, HB. Just because you're getting older every year. That's it. That's the only reason. Chris, you belong here. Which one's going? RJ, just because of consistency. It's literally it. It's consistency. Nah, I can't move Rui down. I'll move Keldon just because he is on the Spurs. That's about it. And I'll move them up. We brought them down, we'll move them back up. I think that's our list. I like this list. Yep. All right. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a good one.